Hello! Oh my god, I feel so close and personal. I've been setting up the tripod for ages because I want to feel like we're having a proper chat as if you're on the bed with me. We're both sipping our favourite drink and just catching up. 1 second. So hello. If it's your first time clicking on this video, hi, my name's Krissy. Nice to meet you. And if you're existing and you've been here for the long haul, oh, I've just realised I'm on the wonk. I think that's better. I don't know. And if you're existing, you've clicked on this video and we've been together since the very beginning, thank you for sticking around, thank you for your patience, and thank you for coming back. Something's clicked inside of me. For ages now, I've been trying to come back to YouTube. I've seen all of your messages, I've seen all your DMs over on Instagram, and I've seen your comments, but it just hasn't felt right. I tried to come back, didn't I, a couple of months ago, and it just hasn't been right, I'll be honest with you. But something inside of me now, I don't know, just something's calling my name, and I'm just craving that time back with you guys, because YouTube has always been my favourite platform to share my life. It's my safe space. I feel like it's a non-judgment zone. I feel like you guys get me, and I'm just really, really excited to be back. So I thought the best way to kick off a video would just be a little bit of a chat, tell you where I've been, tell you what's coming up, do a little bit of a pregnancy Q&A, because if you didn't know, I'm about to have my 4th baby. Absolutely mental. And that isn't even why I'm back, because as you know, when I had Jessie, I didn't share too much, so it's not even because I'm pregnant and I want to come back. This is the place where I can just be unapologetically me, and I've just loved it. I've always loved YouTube, and it's my little happy place, and I don't know, it's a little hobby that I absolutely love, and I get to share really lovely snippets of my family with the internet, and it's really lovely to look back on. So yeah, just to debrief what I just said, where I've been, what's to come, a little bit of a pregnancy Q&A, and just a little bit of a catch-up really. So hello. Hello. Need to have another sip of my drink. I really want to open the window. Since being pregnant, whew, the hot flushes are just next level. I don't know if it's because I'm old now, but who knows. So where have I been? I've been here in my house doing the same old stuff that I did before, but I just haven't had my camera out, to be honest with you. I haven't had a minute. Jessie, my 3rd baby, if you're existing you'll know that, if you're new you won't. He's just turned 2, and it was quite a difficult, I wouldn't say, it's quite a difficult pregnancy, because I had severe morning sickness, which I know it's not much to write about, but it really affected me because I didn't experience it that severe with the girls. And then when he was born, he was colicky, cryy. He had an umbilical hernia, which I'm sure he won't mind me sharing. I'm a bit funny about sharing things about my kids, but it's very common, and I'm not going to share a picture or anything, but it was quite severe. He had CMPA, which is cow's milk protein allergy, and he also had silent reflux. And I wanted to touch upon that because when I thought about vlogging things and snippets of my children's life, I've never really shared, I will share the ups and downs, but I'll never stick a camera in front of my child if 1, they're not going to feel comfortable, and 2, I'm not going to feel comfortable filming. So it's very hard to pick your camera up when your baby just doesn't stop crying. I never did a birth story because it was traumatic. The birth was probably the most traumatic experience I've ever had of my whole entire life, if I'm completely honest with you. And it's not something that I've even processed now, and I'm working with the prenatal team that our midwife referred me over to, because they think I've got post-traumatic stress from that birth. So I'm not going to talk too much on it, but it was a very traumatic birth. Very traumatic 6 months of Jessie's life, and it consumed me. And I know I'm going on and on and on about it, but that's where I was. If you look back on my Get It All Done With Me video, it was horrific. He was crying non-stop, and I was trying to do the content that I enjoy, but it just didn't fit. Didn't fit my new life, and it was hard to vlog my day-to-day, because you know, when you've got a newborn, you've not really got any spare hands, and he never wanted to be put down. But I ended up getting the right help for Jessie. We got an emergency referral. Adam was on a stag do at the time. Absolutely crumbled. My best friend came and saved the day because I was rocking in a corner. Managed to get an emergency referral, and yeah, things were a little bit better. I gave up dairy and soy because I was breastfeeding, and things started to get better. But that's where I was. That's why I wasn't as consistent with YouTube. And then when things started to get better, I just wanted to focus on my own internal happiness. I don't want to label myself. I don't want to say I had postnatal depression, because I'm not a medical profession, but I definitely wasn't myself. And I definitely struggled with Jessie's crying. It consumed my whole entire orifice, if that's such a word. And I don't really think some people got it that were around me, and therefore I don't think I got the right support and help. And I'm not saying that in a negative spin on anybody, but those around me didn't see it for what it was. Only a select few. Yeah, but yeah, that was a time in my life. Jesse's now 2, he's absolutely thriving. He thinks it's hilarious. He's very naughty. And you'll see in vlogs to come, he's my absolute pride and joy. All my 3 children are, and the new addition as well. It's just going to be, don't get me wrong, it's going to be carnage, but it's just going to be fantastic. And if I can share snippets of that to look back on when they're older, stuff they might be a bit mortified by, or stuff they might find comical, it's just nice, isn't it? It's like a home video to my life. So yeah, that's why I haven't been vlogging as much. And also, I don't know how to say this without, I've been thinking about this for a long time. There's a lot I would love to share about my life with you, but as my nan says, don't share your dirty laundry online. And half of me wants to give you a whole rundown of things that have been happening in my personal life, and then half of me just thinks sometimes silence is the best option, just to protect your peace, to protect family drama, and you don't always need a voice. But one day when I'm brave enough, I will touch upon some subjects, because I've had a very traumatic upbringing. I've had a traumatic childhood in parts. I've had a bit of a traumatic adulthood. But I've done a lot of self-healing, a lot of self-development. I've done countless therapy sessions. I've done a lot of reading. I've listened to a lot of good podcasts, and I feel like for the first time ever in my whole entire life, I'm finally living for me and not for other people, and I'm finally living the life that I want to live. But yeah, it's been an emotional roller coaster to get there. There's been a lot of self-doubt, because when you put up boundaries, or you no longer become that people pleaser that you always were, and you change slightly, those around you aren't always on board, and those around you will put up a lot of resistance, and those that know you for you and love you for you will stick around. And unfortunately, those that don't like that new you, or the boundaries, or your voice, or your opinions, or whatever it is that you've got to say, sadly they will fall away. And it will feel at first like you don't really have a lot of people, but then as one door closes, another door opens. And I've never felt so loved and supported by the circle that I've got around me than I have in my whole entire life, because I know there's people that I could literally ring right now and they would be there within seconds. There'd be no resistance, and they'd just be there. And the family that you create for you and your children, the family that you choose, makes them feel safe, makes your family feel safe. And yeah, ultimately, yeah, it's just me, my husband, the kids, the family that we've got around us, and we've got some great friends, etc. And it's just been a bit turbulent. I know I'm talking in riddles. Some of this might be edited out. Again, I've literally stayed silent on so many factors because I just want to protect my peace at all costs. I don't really have anything negative to say about anybody. I just wish everyone the best, generally. But if you're looking for some really good self-care, self-help books, I'll link them in the description. Also, Mel Robbins' podcast, The Let Them Theory, fantastic, changed my whole entire life. But yeah, let's get on to me now, what's going on in my life now. So, me and Adam got married in September. Literally was amazing. So nice. It's exactly how we wanted to get married. And yeah, I've got a husband now, 13 years later. But yeah, I've got a husband, absolutely. And do you know what? Since becoming married, I'm from a single parent family. I lost my dad at a young age. Not physically, but yeah, I lost my dad. Had severe abandonment issues. Was introduced to a lot of different men throughout my upbringing. Some stayed, some went, some were abusive. I think I lived in like 5 different homes before the age of 10. So to be able to offer my children like stability, me, daddy, them, we've all got the same surname. That's all I really wanted in life. And I didn't think actually signing the piece of paper would change anything, but oh my God, it has. Now, if me and Adam are moaning about something trivial, I just think, oh, it's not that deep. Whereas before, I'd be like, I don't know, it's just, I absolutely love him. I didn't think I could love him anymore. And I think I always kept him, not at arm's length, but just here. But now he's like here. And I've never felt so close to him. He's literally my best friend. Yeah, yeah, he still does things to wind me up. But you know what? He empties the bin now. He empties that bin without me having to scream and shout. So if that's all he does for the rest of my life, I'm happy. Because they're the things that we used to row about and we just don't row about them anymore. Fantastic. I think we've realised like we're such a team now. It's just silly. Like you don't want to waste your life. I'm not saying we don't ever bicker, because my kids will see that. That's very normalised. But there's nothing like toxic about our relationship or our marriage. If anything, it's just brought us closer. Pregnant. I'm currently 16 weeks pregnant. Mental. Yeah, I do know the gender. I will be sharing that with you very, very, very soon. We did do a little gender reveal. We told the girls, and then the same day we went for a gender scan. They came with us. We didn't take Jessie with us though, because it'd be absolute carnage with a 2-year-old, as I'm sure you can imagine. So he stayed with our friend. And then they were like, are we not doing the canon like we did with Jessie? And me and Adam were thinking, we were just happy to just share it in our little family bubble. But they insisted on doing the canon. So we popped a canon at Jessie's birthday party. So that was really nice. So yeah, I'll probably share that. I'll upload that, I don't know, soon. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, we know the gender. November baby. Really excited about that because I love a winter baby. Just love it. Like Lola was a winter baby. Lily was kind of a winter baby because she was September. Yeah, you get to wrap them up, put them in the all-in-ones. No, just really excited. And then Christmas this year is just going to be magical. There's going to be a baby under the Christmas tree. But I did ask over on Instagram, I think I screenshotted it, a little bit of a Q&A. So let's have a look. Where are... So, someone put, was number 4 planned? Missed your YouTube videos. Thank you. No, it wasn't planned. I literally just bought, I say, my dream car. We bought a really nice car at the beginning of the year because I'm a little bit of a creature of old habit and I don't really like changing anything, and I loved my Polo. But Adam was insisting now, like, come on, we need a bigger car, we need a bigger car, we need a bigger car. You know what he's like. He wanted to get a bigger car the minute I was pregnant with Jessie. And we finally got one. I got a Tiguan and I love it. It's so nice. It's got white leather seats, it's got a sunroof. Don't know what I'm going on about the car. It is just a car, but yeah, that's how much of a shock it was. Now we're going to have to get a new car. So any 7-seater car recommendations, let me know. So no, it wasn't planned. It was a massive shock. Yeah, huge shock. Huge shock. But the best things are unplanned, right? We're just embracing it now. But Adam needs to get... Because, no, I'm done. I was happy at 3. Didn't even think about 4th, if I'm honest. Normally you think about it, don't you? But when Jessie came along, I'm not even giving it a second thought. But I'm a big believer of what happens, and it is what it is. Oh, where's the next one? Have you always wanted a big family? Congratulations. It's funny, because my friend reminded me of this. We used to always say 2 or 4 kids. And then we had the 2, and I really wanted a 3rd. He ended up being a boy. And then I was done, I was happy, didn't even want a 4th. Logistically, it was just nice. 2 girls, a boy. But yeah, I've always wanted a big family. I never saw myself with just 1 child. I definitely saw myself with 2 at least, and 3. So yeah, I don't know what you really class as a big family, but we are a big family now. 4 is going to be absolutely carnage. The age gap's going to be 10, nearly 11, 8, 2, and then 0. But I'll have 2 older ones and 2 little ones, and the older ones are great with helping out and things like that. When's baby due? Like I said, November. So we've got a November Scorpio baby. Is it a boy or girl? Like I said, just stay tuned. Someone said, are you going to move to make room for the baby? No, the 2 younger ones will share a room, or Lola and Lily might share a room. We've also got an office downstairs that could potentially be converted into a bedroom. There's loads of possibilities. This is definitely our forever home. We've definitely got space for another baby. Wasn't in the plan, but we have got space, so no, I won't be moving house. I really love this house. Adam always talks about if he wins the lottery, would we ever move house and etc. No, I just love this house. Someone else said, will you return to work after you've had this baby? Yes, we'll be returning to work. I might even have to increase my hours slightly. Who knows? Because at the moment, as you're all aware, cost of living, everything's so expensive. What will be, but there's new schemes in place from the government and things like that now that's actually helping working parents. So I'm not too concerned. And as you know, I do work from home. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. And then someone else has asked, are you planning on breastfeeding? Yes, I am, but I'm glad that you actually touched upon this. Still currently breastfeeding Jessie, only at night. And my plan was to go cold turkey when we got back off the holiday. But we want to get him in his own room because we're still co-sleeping. So as you can imagine. So I've just found a little Tony's box on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to go pick that up because I think that'd be nice for him. And we want to get him a new bed because he's currently in a cot bed. I say he's currently in a cot bed, he's never slept in it. But obviously we want to put the cot back together for baby. But we want to get him either a floor bed or a trundle bed. Anyone that's co-slept with their baby, toddler, please comment down below your recommendations of how you got them into their own room, what bed you went for. Anything really, any advice is welcome because that is something that we're looking at. But we've got another holiday planned soon. I don't know, we just keep putting it off. I'm going to end up with like a whole, you know, like in America when they all sleep in the big bed together, but I love it, not going to lie. Breastfeeding, yes, I will be. I want to say, oh, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, but I don't really feel like I did put pressure on myself with Jessie. But I'll be honest with you, I did want to stop sooner than now, but he's wanted to carry on. He loves it. He loves breastfeeding. It helps him regulate. It calms him down. There's so many different aspects to breastfeeding than just feeding the baby, if that makes sense. And I didn't even comprehend that. If someone had told me I was breastfeeding until the age of 2, when Jessie was born, I'd give them the side eye, like, no. But sometimes things just go differently to how you plan. So yeah, I do plan on breastfeeding, but I really like the idea of combi feeding this time round. If I need to pop out, I feel like I can, and I'm not having to take the baby. But then, if anyone knows me and my babies, I don't leave them anyway. But I don't like the idea of not being able to leave them if I wanted to. I don't know, but I like the idea of combi feeding. There's so many options out there now, isn't there? So I'm going to explore them. Not put too much pressure on myself, just go with the flow, and we'll see. The problem is with Jessie, he didn't really take to a bottle. But every baby's different. It just, I couldn't even tell you. Might breastfeed again till they're 2. Might give it 6 weeks. I don't know. But I do like... Oh, who's ringing me? Hello? No. It's a scam. I want to talk to you about a job, but please add me on WhatsApp. But when it comes up as a mobile number, I think, oh, who's that? I had one earlier as well. But yeah, I liked doing the bottles. It never really bothered me. I didn't breastfeed for very long with Lily. I think about 8 weeks. Then she went on to bottles. Lola was premature, so I didn't really breastfeed for very long at all. And then I was combi, and then it just went automatically to formula. There's pros and cons to both, isn't there? Absolutely loved my breastfeeding experience with Jessie though, I'm not going to lie. The bond, everything, it was just incredible. But every baby's different, I'm just going to go with the flow. But yeah, any tips on bottles, breastfeeding, advice, comment down below because I'm open to all of your suggestions. Because what I've realised this time round is third baby, which someone's asked me about in a minute, and that'll be my last question that I'll answer for today, otherwise it's going to be ridiculously long. You think you know everything, but you don't, because every baby's different. So first baby, Lola, was premature. First baby, you know nothing. Second baby, I had Lily. She was born with really, really bad medical condition that I've never really discussed, but was with GOSH. She was on a treatment plan, etc, etc, but she just slotted in. I can't even explain it. She was like an 80-year-old trapped in a newborn and toddler body. That's the only way I can explain it. Like, oh, Lily's just Lily. She's an absolute delight. Third baby, I thought, oh, I know everything, and I knew nothing. And if anyone's had a CMPA baby, silent reflux, colic, anything like that, you'll understand what I mean. I knew nothing. So with this one, I'm just going to be completely open-minded. I'm not going to think I know best. I'm not going to presume that they're going to like the bouncer chair that Lily loved. I'm not going to presume that they're going to love a walk in the buggy like Lola loved, because Jessie didn't like any of them. All I do know is I've got pretty much everything. I've hoarded the buggies in the garage because I just never got round to getting rid of them. So I've got enough buggies. Might have to invest in a double buggy. Again, recommendations, let me know. I've even still got the high chair with the newborn insert. I was going to sell it on Facebook Marketplace. And then I was a bit funny about giving my address out, and then it just kind of got hoarded into the office. So some things I've still got, and obviously I've still got the nursery furniture set that Jessie's never spent a day in there in his life. So yeah, we're good to go. And I think that was it. There probably was another question. I don't know, I'm going on tangent, but I don't want this video to be really, really long. What's coming up though, I've filmed a little day in the life vlog. I've also got a little bit of a holiday vlog, but just bear in mind it's a bit skew-whiffy. I've let the kids film and things like that. I'm not really going to highly edit it, so it might be a bit of a long waffle instance. But it's purely because my friends' kids love watching my YouTube videos and they like looking back on the memories. So that'll be up soon. Got a day in the life, but I'm really open to suggestions. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see from me, because I'm stumped. I've had so many messages from people going, please just come back to YouTube. But what do you actually want to see from me? I appreciate any recommendations in the comments down below. And again, I am on TikTok as well, so I'll pop all of my information in the description box. And if you've not subscribed, I'd absolutely love to have you on board. Can't wait to finally get back to it. Laptop's ready to go. Edited one vlog already. This one I'm going to try and get it on today / tomorrow morning. And yeah, can't wait to catch up with you all soon again. But no, I'm going to go. What was I even going to say? Yeah, I'm going to go. I think I'm going to brave soft play with the kids on my own. Wish me luck. Because Adam's going to look at a car with my sister and my stepdad. So they'll be gone for hours and hours, and there's no way I'm staying in this house with the kids, because all I'll hear from Jessie is, "Hello, mummy," which is great, and then he jumps on my head. If you're a boy mum, you'll completely understand. But yeah, lovely chatting to you all. I'll see you all soon. And yeah, let's bring the YouTube videos back, because I absolutely love catching up with you all and sharing snippets of my life. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Much love.